Hi guys, Mark here for KetoKitchenCollection.com, the home of the Dynamic Keto Meal Plan, and today's question is, do I need to exercise on a keto diet? Well, technically speaking, no, you don't. You don't need to exercise on any kind of diet in order to lose weight. So what's causing this weight loss on a diet if we're not exercising? Well, generally speaking, it's having a calorie deficit. You're eating less food than what your body needs throughout the day to maintain its body weight, which is what your body wants to do. It wants to maintain your body weight. So if you're not giving it enough food, you've got a calorie deficit, then it's got to tap your fat stores and it's going to pull fat out, stick it into your bloodstream, and your body's going to use it as energy to make up for the difference in what you're eating. Okay, so that's basically with any diet. Basically speaking, why you're losing weight is because you're simply not eating enough. So what does exercise do to help that along? Why do people recommend that you exercise with a diet? Exercise essentially just accelerates the process. So if you're doing cardio of some kind, whether it's running, jogging, walking, cycling, swimming, anything that gets the heart rate elevated for a moderate period of time, you're going to find that puts more of an energy requirement on your body. You're burning extra energy, you're burning extra calories. And if you're not giving that back in the form of food, your body's just got to work extra to pull it out of your fat stores so that it can use that energy to get the exercise done. It's that simple. So there are a couple of different types of exercise you can do. The first one I just mentioned was what's called steady state cardio. Again, walking, jogging, running, cycling, swimming, anything that gets your heart rate elevated for, even if it's just 10 minutes, if that's all you can do. Anywhere up to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour for some of the hardcore of you out there. The second type of training is weight training or resistance training. So two different names for essentially the same thing. What you're doing is stimulating the muscles in your body directly to either help them grow bigger, which typically is not going to happen when you're on a calorie-restricted diet, or it's going to help you maintain your muscle mass, which is an excellent, excellent thing, especially on a diet, because your muscle is a huge driver of your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the greater the metabolism is, and the faster and better it works, and the better your metabolism works, the more fat loss you're going to be able to achieve. Okay, so at the end of the day, while I might suggest that, at least for me personally, and I would say for 99% of you out there, I would always recommend weight training over steady state cardio, is my preference and what I found has worked better for me. Having said that, you don't have to do either, okay? And when it comes to weight training as well, don't think that you have to go to a gym to do that. You can either get some weights to use at home or just use body weight exercises. You could do, wall push-ups, or find a bench and do push-ups on that. If you can't do them on the floor, that's absolutely fine. You can do body weight squats. You're on YouTube now. Just search for simple bodyweight exercises to do at home and you'll find a whole bunch of options come up for you. So don't be scared about going to the gym. It's not required. So we've got those two different types of exercises. Are they absolutely required to lose weight on any kind of diet? No, they're not. You can lose weight especially on a keto diet, simply through having at least a little bit of calorie restriction. What's my experience? Having said all that about having exercise being able to accelerate the process and being able to maintain the muscle mass, which is such a great thing, what is my experience and what do I do? Well, let's look back to the first time I went on the keto diet. That was some years ago. I did a 5-week stint of keto. I think I went to the gym 3 times in that entire 5 weeks, which is not much. And I think I walked around the block maybe another 3 or 4 times. So again, it really wasn't a lot. I might have exercised possibly somewhat half-heartedly, maybe 7 times in that entire period, which is once every 5 days. And guys, that's not much, okay? In those 5 weeks, I lost 26 pounds or 12 kilograms in just those 5 weeks alone. And that's huge. And the exercise really didn't contribute much to that. So what was it? What allowed me to get such a massive reduction in weight in such a short amount of time? It was the keto diet itself. Not only was it that I was eating more, I guess, nutritious and whole food, which does have a big benefit on just your body's what's called nutrient partitioning to help you maintain muscle and lose fat. It helps your hormonal profile, but I also had moderately low calories as well. Now, on that 5-week stint of keto, admittedly, my calories were too low. I was down at maybe 13 or 1400 calories a day. And that was because in ketosis, it can dent your hunger significantly. I found that. I know a lot of other people have found that. I know that you will most likely find that as well. And to some degree, I had to force feed myself some days because I simply wasn't eating enough. That did give me problems by the end of the 5 weeks. So I have explained that in other videos on my channel, so you can certainly look those up to learn what those problems were. But nonetheless, on 13 or 1400 calories a day for me, I lost a lot of weight very quickly. So it absolutely works, that the calorie restriction and eating the better quality foods than a lot of us do. Normally, eating the better quality foods on the keto diet, the whole foods, really helped me just to lose the weight without any significant exercise at all. Do I exercise now on the keto diet? Absolutely, I do. I pretty much never do cardio. For those of you who hate cardio, don't feel that you have to do it. I tend to either go to a gym and work out with some friends, or I just work out at home with some weights that I've got here. So you don't have to break yourself. If you can add in some exercise, it's absolutely going to be extremely healthy for you in one way or another, whatever type of exercise you do. And I would highly recommend it just for better health, better quality of life, and longevity. But at the end of the day, if you find you can't do it because of time or other responsibilities, but you're still on a calorie restricted keto diet, you're still going to be able to lose weight, guys. So don't worry about, thinking that it's not going to work for you if you're not exercising. That's just not the case. So what's your experience? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Do you exercise when you're on a keto diet? Have you not exercised on a keto diet and still lost weight? What's your recommendation for things that have worked for you that you would suggest other people try out? I'd love to hear from you. If you do have any questions for me specifically, you can put them in the comments below, or there's a link to my website that you'll find in the information below. You can fill out a form and send that directly to me. And if you'd like, I can put your question into a video just like this one. So thanks for watching all the way through, guys. I appreciate you and the time you've given me. I'm Mark from KetoKitchenCollection.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one.